Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk to you about some other kinds of evidence. So we talked last class about sort of basic evidence, using expert quotes, using stats and facts. But today I want to talk to you about some flashier evidence, some evidence that's a little bit more interesting, maybe a little bit more fun, and more like what we see when we read an online article. So evidence we talked about could be anecdotes, it could be stories, it could be stats and facts, it could be expert quotes, or it could be just drawing a comparison between two things, saying, this is a lot like this other thing that happened, or this is a lot like this other situation. That's pretty basic, and those are awesome. We want to have a variety, we want to show lots of different types of evidence, but I want to look at some other kinds too. So these days, because most publishing doesn't happen on paper anymore, there are very few sort of paper newspapers. Most publishing is online. And when your publishing starts to become online, it's really cool because you can do some other kinds of things that you couldn't do before. We can use images, we could use video clips as evidence, and we can use hyperlinks. So I want to show you how your mentor texts are doing this. So let me show you images as evidence. This is going to pull up our Keegan-Michael key. So we're looking for pictures, and this picture, we don't need that pop-up. There we go. This picture is kind of boring, right? It's just showing us Keegan-Michael Key in this TV show that he's in. But when we keep going through the piece, we see this image. And she says above, on tonight's Officer of the Year, he's also a stone cold fox. This is where she's talking about how he should be a romantic lead because he's very attractive. And then she shows us a picture where she thinks he is, in fact, being really attractive. So that is one way to use an image as evidence. She's sort of saying, Exhibit A, look at him right here, now you see what I mean. But here's the thing, we can have images in a piece without them actually acting as evidence. Sometimes an image is just decoration. Let's look at the Pac-12 article. This has lots of images in it as well, but these images aren't evidence. So we have this Oregon Duck picture. We have this picture of this Olympian. We have this football picture. And those are nice. They're definitely good for the reader because they break things up. They make it not so boring. They give you a visual. But these aren't images that are saying anything. They're not proving anything. They're just acting as decoration. So when we look at images, we have to think about, okay, is this an image that proves something? Is this an image that is giving an example of what I'm talking about? Or is this just an image that's decoration? We also can use video clips. So let's go back to the Keegan-Michael key. Here the writer says, watch this 1 minute and tell me you wouldn't watch an entire movie of this. And she gives us a video clip where she is doing the thing, or he is doing the thing that she's talking about. He's acting like a romantic lead. So this video clip is evidence for her of Key acting like a romantic lead. We also see this in the Pac-12 article. We have this video clip of Nike doing the thing that the writer wants. The writer wants companies to pay college athletes instead of colleges to pay college athletes. So then we have this Nike commercial that is featuring college athletes. It's an example of the thing that the writer wants to happen in college sports. You can find these on YouTube. That's probably the easiest place. And on YouTube, there's like a little share code. You can see it actually right here. It would give you a link, and you can just put that link straight into your paper. And if you need help doing that, we can work on that together next week. The other cool thing, this got out of control, huh? The other cool thing you can do is use hyperlinks. So let's go back to the Pac-12 article again. Every time there's red, this is linking to another article all the way through. Now, how is this evidence? Well, it's giving you further information that what he is saying is true. It's proving that what he says is valid. It comes from another source, and here is the source. And if we wanted more information, if we wanted to understand that claim even better, we could go through and read all of these articles. So notice that there is not a hyperlink like in every single sentence, right? That would be overkill. That would be weird. but they appear throughout the piece where the writer thinks, oh, this would be really interesting. This would actually help people understand this even more. So adding hyperlinks is another cool way to add another layer of evidence. So you might wonder why I only showed you evidence from the Pac-12 article and the Keegan-Michael Key article, and that's because the others don't really do images, videos, or hyperlinks in the same way. That's probably because the one about social media can be deadly, that did come from a newspaper, and the Grubhub piece just chose not to do it, and that's probably because there's not like a lot of really interesting video about shark fin soup, right? So you have to also sort of consider your topic, like what makes the most sense for your topic. Do you have a topic that you even could find a video for? Maybe, maybe not. Could you at least find a place to hyperlink and give us another article or a different perspective? That is probably something that you could always do. So you, for this commentary, need to add at least one piece of digital evidence. You need to have at least one image that actually works as evidence, a video clip, or a hyperlink. You can obviously add more than one. If this is something that really works for you and makes you excited, then add a lot. But keep in mind that anything that's overdone loses its effectiveness. So you don't want 30 images. You want maybe a handful of images. So today I want you to get back to your draft. I want you to think about, okay, what kind of evidence am I going to use for each of my reasons? Go find that evidence. Go find your statistics. Decide what story you're going to tell. Find your video clip. Find the article you're going to hyperlink to. And then once you have your evidence gathered, now you can start weaving it into your draft. Good luck. Tomorrow you're going to mostly have a work day to get a lot accomplished so that on Monday when I come around to conference with you, you can show me a really far more fleshed out draft.